But whatever, let's play this one here as well. My bad. I misplayed. Yeah, that's it. One more game, one more victory. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. I'm Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you a Gruul Aggro counters. But as always, before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at MTG_Barbieri, because there you will find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. And don't forget that this deck list here is on my Hub. You can find the link in the description below. Just click in the link, go to my website, copy the deck list from there, and import it directly to your MTG Arena. And if you want to check my final thoughts about this deck here, it's on the end of this video, after the sixth match. I usually play 5 matches, but this one here, I chose 6 games that capture the essence of this strategy here, because this deck is too aggro. It ends the game really fast, especially because the opponent usually see that they can't get back to the game. You have a lot of creatures, be small ones, and you have a lot of them or a fewer of them, but they are growing too fast every turn because of Roboroid or something like that, and they just scoop the game. So I could get a real amazing gameplay, very exciting gameplay, because the people keep scooping the game, so it's really hard and the games are really fast. So if you don't have much time to play Magic the Gathering, I highly suggest that you play an aggro deck like this one here, because you can finish your games like in 1, 2, 3 minutes. Only one game it took 6 minutes to finish, but the other games was really fast. So let's talk about the idea of this deck here. We have a lot of small creatures here, like the Llanowar Elves that help us to ramp as well. However, ramping is not really necessary in this deck. It can help for sure, but it's not something that you must do. And we have the Popatch Recruit. It has Offspring 2. It has Trample, and whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control other than that creature. It's amazing when the opponent wants to use a spot removal on your creatures. You can keep applying +1/+1 counters on other creatures and making them stronger. We have the Emberheart Challenger that has Haste and Prowess. 2 abilities here that are amazing, because you need to attack as soon as possible, and you need to make your creatures stronger. So basically, when you cast a non-creature spell, this creature will get a +1/+1 until end of turn. And we have here the Valiant mechanic. Whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, exile the top card of your library until end of turn. You may play that card. We have the Wildfire Wickerfolk, which is amazing card as well. It only costs 1 green mana and 1 red mana. It has Haste. It's a 3/2, and it has a Delirium. This creature gets +1/+1 and has Trample as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. So sometimes you can achieve that. I particularly didn't achieve, but if you could achieve, it will get even stronger. We have the Screaming Nemesis. That's a must in every aggro deck, no matter if it's mono red or if it's Gruul. You need to have Screaming Nemesis because it has Haste. It's a 3/3, and whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. If a player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. So it's amazing against life gain decks. We have here Summon Fenrir that also works as a ramper. It's a 3/2. On the lore counter 1, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap it, then shuffle. On lore counter 2, we have the Heaven Ward Howl. When you next cast a creature spell this turn, that creature enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. And on the final counter, we have the Ecliptic Growl. Draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest power or tied for the greatest power. Sometimes it's easy to do that because we have a Ouroboros here that at the beginning of combat on your turn put X +1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is the creature's power. So basically you can keep growing your creatures really fast turn after turn because of Ouroboros. So it's gonna be easy to maybe have the creature with the greatest power on the battlefield when the summon Fenrir is leaving the game. And we have Boris, the Spider Rider that comes from the latest set through the Omen Paths. It has the N-Web cost, which is the best part of this card here. Remember, when web, you should pay green mana and red mana in this case here. And if you also return a tapped creature you control to its owner, its owner's hand. So basically, instead of paying a green mana, a red mana, and 1 mana of colorless, you can pay just 1 green mana and 1 red mana, and then return a creature from your battlefield to your hand, and then you will play the Boris. But if the Boris was cast using N-Web, he enters with X +1/+1 counter on it, where X is the mana value of the returned creature. So basically, let's say you choose Llanowar Elves, cost 1, it will enter as a 5/4. If you choose Screaming Nemesis, that's a great card to return because it has haste, and it will help a lot because you can play on the next turn again and attack again, so it will not make a difference. It costs 3, your Boris will enter in the game as a 7/6, so it's really, really strong. And we have the Red Tiger Mechan. It costs normally 4, 1 red mana and 3 colorless mana, but it has haste. However, you can play paying the warp cost, that's just 1 red mana and 1 colorless mana. So you will have a 3/3, like a Screaming Nemesis, but without the special ability that it has. But you will be able to cause 3 damage if the opponent doesn't have any blocker, just paying 2 mana here. And we have Ouroboros, that I said that at the beginning of a combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on the creatures you control, where X is the creature's power. And we have also some spot removals here. We have Burst Lightning that can work maybe to give the little damage that you may need to finish the game. It deals 2 damage, however, if you pay the kicker cost that is 4 colorless mana, you can deal 4 damage instead. And also we have the Abrade here that can deal 3 damage to a target creature, and also can destroy a target if you want. Of course, you must choose one of them. And I believe that's it. Let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. Okay, I believe that's a pretty good hand. We can begin with Llanowar Elves here, and then we can play a Summon Fenrir or even a Screaming Nemesis on the next turn. I believe that Screaming Nemesis would be better, so we can keep the pressure. But they can have a spot removal, so it's better to play the Summon Fenrir, so we can ramp a little more. We need another mountain here. We have a lot of red cards, so maybe we can use a Burst Lightning in some blocker that they may cast. Oh, Burst Lightning, okay. Burst Lightning on the Deep Cavern Bat for sure. Okay, no problem. We can play Burst Lightning here to destroy their Deep Cavern Bat, and we can play the Screaming Nemesis. That will be a 4/4, even better. 7 damage to the face. Now probably they will have to deal with the Screaming Nemesis. They will have to destroy it because they can't block. Okay, they are getting some life back. Amalia. It's gonna be a 3/3, right? Okay, I believe that we can cast Burst Lightning for 4. Actually, no, I don't need to play for 4. It's just a 2/2, what I'm talking about. We can play Emberheart Challenger, then Burst Lightning, We can pay the 3 life here that it requires for the ward cost. It's not gonna be a problem. And we can deal 8 damage to the face. Perfect. And maybe we can play Puppet Recruit. The problem is that if they have some kind of global removal, I'm not sure if they have Day of Judgment split up or something like this. If they have, it's gonna be problematic to have all creatures at once. Okay, they got 2 life back. They will have to cast again. They will be back to 9 if they cast again. Yeah, great. And we can play Emberheart Challenger 2 times here. And they will be down to 7. Actually, no, it's 7 damage. They will be down to 2. Okay, let's see what they can do. Maybe they have a Day of Judgment. Yeah, they don't have. One more game, one more victory. Yeah. Believe that's a great hand here. We can begin with starting town. Then play a Wildfire. Let's auto-pay. 3 damage to the face, okay. And we can play a Puppet Recruit with a Boris if they don't... Okay, they destroyed my creature. No problem, let's play again here. Puppet Recruit with Offspring Mechanic. Okay, they are destroying both creatures here. Okay, whatever. Starting town, it will enter stepped. Let's attack. And that's it. Now we should play an Ouroboros, I believe. Okay, they also destroyed my creature. We can play this one here. And let's play Boris. Whatever, it's gonna be a 4/3. I could not cast Boris on the turn. Actually playing the N-Web cost. Burst Lightning. Okay, let's play an Ouroboros and let's see if they are going to counter or if they're going to destroy it. Combat, okay, +1/+1, 5/4, attacking, great. And turn, we can pay the kicker 4 colorless mana to cause 4 damage. And that's it, one more game, one more victory. Okay, we can begin with Forest and Llanowar Elves. Then we can play a Puppet Recruit with the Offspring Mechanic. And on the other turn, we can play the Red Tiger Mechan, assuming that they are not destroying my Llanowar Elves. Let's play starting town here. And Puppet Recruit with Offspring. Let's see if they're going to counter. Okay, they didn't. Then we can play an Ouroboros. Lumbering World Wagon. Okay. They can give me a lot of damage. They are playing with green and blue. I believe that we should attack with all that we have. And let's see if they are going to play a Kona or something like this so we can destroy it before the end of the combat phase. We can use 2 Burst Lightning. Bloom Vine Regents. Okay, this is not a problem. So maybe they don't have a Kona. I thought that it could be the combo of Kona with Omniscience or something like that. But maybe I was wrong. If I deal 4 damage now, they are going down to 12. Then I can play an Ouroboros. So they will take 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. And they are going down to 5. Yeah, let's pass. I will do nothing. Okay, have another mountain here. Actually, I need a forest. Let's play an Ouroboros. Maybe they have a counter. Yeah, they have a counter. But let's keep the pressure. They are down to 12. And we can deal 8 damage with 2 Burst Lightnings. And we have a Red Tiger Mission. Okay, let's take 7 damage, no problem. 8 damage, I mean. Another mountain here. Let's see, we can deal 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Or we can play the Red Tiger Mission. Yeah, let's play. Actually, we can deal 4, 7, 8, 10, 11. Oh, just by 1 if I play the 2 Burst Lightning here. Let's play the Red Tiger Mission. And we can attack with all but the Perpetual Recruit. Great. Now I'm going to take what? 9 damage, unless they cast another big creature here. So I will have to block. Yeah, I will have to block one of them anyway, so I can take either 9 damage or 6 damage. Yugin. Okay, let's put a +1/+1 counter on this one here and this one here. Let's spread the counters. Great. Now I need to deal only 2 damage, because the other 4 damage that I need to kill can be... Oh, they can draw a card and go to 9. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. Actually, it can be enough. It's gonna be 3. Actually, 2. They are down to 7. Yeah, I believe I can deal 5 damage. I can deal 5 damage. And then 4 more damage with the Burst Lightning. Yeah. Actually, I will do 4 damage, because they will block the bigger one. So I can cast a Burst Lightning. Let's tap here, tap here, tap here, and here. So we can pay the kicker cost here. And then we can deal a Burst Lightning. Okay, what are you doing? 4 damage, okay, and 2 more damage here. That's it. One more game, one more victory. That's not good. That's not a good first hand. We need some small drops here. but at least we have some spot removals. Yeah, let's keep 7, let's see what happens. They probably are playing with spot removals. Okay, goodbye Screaming Nemesis. 1 damage to the face, okay, great. The Bandit's Talent. Okay, let's drop the Abrade. Oh, come on, man. This is insane. Man, this first hand was terrible. Okay, they want to use this on my creatures. So let's force them to use it, and then I will receive a +1/+1 counter on my other creature here. Yeah, great. It's now a 3/3. Ruthless Negotiation. Okay, let's drop this forest here. We can play a Summon Fenrir. We can get another land that is gonna be a, let's see, a forest. And we can attack. 3 damage to the face. Okay, great. Let's attack with fall. And we can play Boris playing the N-Web. Let's return this one here. I could have attacked with my Emberheart Challenger. My bad. But whatever, let's play this one here as well. My bad. I misplayed. Yeah, that's it. One more game, one more victory. Great. We can begin with Lenore Elves. Then we go for a Summon Fenrir and an Ouroboros. I can't complain. Marauding Mako. Now I just need to play my creatures without them destroying it. We can play a forest. We have another mountain here. Draconautics Engineer. Okay. Oh, even better. Screaming Nemesis. Let's begin with Ouroboros here. Oh, come on, man. Let's finish the game. Okay, one more game, one more victory. Okay, let's keep 7. We have Burst Lightning here to play if we need. Abrade as well. Let's go for a forest and an Emberheart Challenger. Okay, 2 damage to the face. Blue, red, and white. Okay, they got some life back. Starting town, summon Fenrir. And we get a mountain that we don't have yet. Okay, we play a starting town. And let's cast another Summon Fenrir. Now we have a lot of lands, but it will not make so much difference because this deck here is very fast. We don't have big creatures here. Can play Lenore Elves. Three damage to the face, okay. Beza Bounding Spirit, okay. Just fine. A forest, Ouroboros. We can play a Burst Lightning right now. No, just 2 damage. Okay. It's a 6/5 right now. We can attack with the Summon Fenrir. probably they will take the... it's gonna be 6. Oh, they can cause 5 damage, right? Yeah, let's play a Burst Lightning here. So they will lose their Beza. Great. And third, we can hold the Abrade to cast another creature that they may have. Oh, goodbye, Oroborite. It was nice to have you. Pass. Okay, now I will lose my summon Fenrir. We can play a Puppet Recruit with Offspring. And we can play an Emberheart Challenger. Let's attack with what we have. If they try to block with some other creature, we can use a Abrade. Great, they are taking 2 damage. Okay, no problem. Oh, fire magic. It's gonna be how much damage they can deal? 3 damage. Let's increase here. Actually, let's increase here. Okay, we could increase. Too bad. Let's see if we can now. Okay, another land. Come on, man. It's amazing. Now every creature can be destroyed. Oh! Oh, they could only cast the Fenrir. Okay, let's play here with the Puppet Recruit. We can create this land here and transform it on a creature. And 6, actually it's gonna be 8 damage. 8 damage to the face. And turn. Great. Consult the star charts. Okay, maybe you don't have an answer right now in your hands. So let's hope that you don't find what you need, so we can finish the game. Yeah, you didn't find. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. If you got any questions about the build or how it plays, drop a comment, I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.